I figured out what the big name riffing shows have that I'm missing. A mad scientist. So, Agatha Vile, you want to watch this crustacean short with me?
I thought the mad scientists were the ones who tortured their victims. Not the victims tortured us.
Look, sometimes turnabout is fair play. Besides, it's a subject you love.
That's true. Why not? I could spare a couple minutes.
Well, good, because that couple of minutes are going to feel like an hour.
I hope you have good insurance. Oh god, that music! It's terrifying!
At least this one has music, but the orchestra might be drunk.
So they mention lobsters, barnacles. They don't mention crabs. Why am I here?
Well, they're the surprise cameo. You can't reveal it all in the title.
Since the beginning of history, the waters of the earth have provided an inexhaustible supply of food.
And many deep-sea horrors.
Gilligan's Island theme song is less catchy than I remember.
Who daily unload their countless tons of seafoods at docks around the world are those who find crustaceans as profitable a haul.
Profitable? Is this a crustacean MLM pitch?
Fishing, for one example, is big industry.
Shrimp, big industry, waka waka.
Or crustacea form an important class of animals.
The best kind.
The largest phylum in the animal kingdom, the Arthropoda.
Arthropoda, king of the Britons.
Look at the little baby.
Without backbones.
No backbone? Sounds a little judgmental.
We are stronger without spines. Like Fallout New Vegas, they just take your spine.
Insects.
Don't laugh, you've never played that game.
Millipedes, and all invertebrates which have jointed appendages.
But we don't have stock footage of any
The
others.
crustacea-like trilobites, which lived millions of years ago, are well-known prehistoric relatives.
And good at napping.
Abundant fossil
See?
remains show that the trilobites had segmented bodies.
And had the sickest abs.
The ladies will be all
similar to modern
upon.
crustaceans. But modern crustaceans have a
Ugh,
wide
get out of here,
variety of
lobsters.
specialized appendages
Get out of here.
adapted to the particular needs of each species.
Oh, look at the baby. Hello, goodbye.
At least you don't play crustacean favorites.
Offense and defense.
Defense.
Many kinds of locomotion.
Defense.
A hard, crusty shell
What, like on a calzone?
encloses their segmented bodies and gives the crustaceans their name.
They're called crustaceans because they have crust? I thought I was lazy.
While nicknamed insects of the sea, they also live on land and in fresh water.
So they're insects.
Oh, it's a bad
Or
nickname.
general body surfaces. Most crustacea have two pairs of antennae.
Antennae, gee willikers.
Look at those
A wide
eyes.
variety of
The
crustaceans,
devil's eyes.
microscopic to immense in size. We shall observe in this film representative members of the class.
Did the class get to choose their own representatives?
I didn't vote for them.
Welcome to Lake Branchiopida. Please avoid any masked
Each
healers.
early spring, as if by magic,
It's not magic, it's
temporary
climate.
water ponds in eastern North America suddenly teem with a delicate crustacea, less than an inch long, the fairy shrimp.
Hey,
The
listen!
scientific name, Branchiopida, refers to their branched legs.
All these names had nothing to do with the Vile family, I'm just saying.
They also breathe through their legs.
They breathe through their legs?
I hear Ginger Rogers did too.
Don't tell Hideo Kojima about this.
The male has an enlarged second pair of antennae, which serve as claspers to hold the female during mating.
Hey, no, consent.
Man, animals are disgusting. They should not be allowed near our kids.
This female has laid eggs.
Good for her.
She is carrying them around in an egg pouch.
And she's a strong, independent shrimp. She can do this.
Hell yeah.
At the bottom, when the temporary rainwater pond dries up. Neither the hot summer sun nor the winter freezes harm them.
Because they're badass.
Yeah, but this garden looks terrible.
A new generation recurs within 2 days after rains flood the pond again.
Imagine waking up and thinking, where's my mom and dad? Oh, they're dead.
Oh, hey, John Hammond's Flea Circus.
I have to squint to look at these little things.
The Ostracoda
Hey,
is
nerd.
being studied in this research laboratory. A close
it's a
look
little
reveals
jelly
that this
bean.
tiny crustacean's body is not segmented. It is covered by a bivalve shell, which is hinged along the
And you can fit so many experiments in this, baby.
What's the tiniest experiment you've ever done?
I don't know because I lost it.
Oh, and there it goes.
Cypress reproduce by parthenogenesis.
Now you're just making words up.
Males lay eggs from which only females hatch. no males are known to exist.
Hell yes! I'm taking notes. No offense.
Nah, I get it. You go, Crustacean Themyscira. I feel like Huckleberry Finn should be on this creek. Those are some advanced-looking crustaceans.
All right, boys, we're gonna film you. Just throw the net into the water and act naturally.
Behind a boat to collect some of the minute plant and animal organisms known as plankton, which drift about in bodies of fresh and salt water.
You're gonna need a smaller boat.
Imagine this is your legacy in a very boring film.
Copepida.
Bless you.
After their oar-shaped legs.
Wait, Copepida, because they're oars. Sure.
I thought it was because they have to cope over not getting the Krabby Patty formula.
Size, it is so plentiful that it is the diet of some whales.
Whales?
Whales.
Is this Stewie Griffin?
Are food for larger fish and other animals. Commercial fishermen search for areas rich in plankton.
Go to the Bikini Bottom.
Numbers of fish feed in such areas. Here is a sample of the wide variety of almost transparent tiny animals.
Almost transparent. I can't see a damn thing.
That's all in your water. Drink water, kids.
Copepod, Cyclops, has only one eye.
Oh my god, I wasn't even joking. We did find plankton.
I'm impressed he could build a computer wife.
I'm jealous.
All of the oceans
What?
of the world. The Cirripedia.
I tried to look up something on Cirripedia and I just got no results.
I gotta donate.
Living on these rocks are born free swimming, but they soon fasten themselves by.
Oh no!
Cirripedia can feel like a storm raging inside your body.
Trigger warning for Silent Hill monsters.
Boy, that shot awakened something in somebody.
Yeah, mostly a phobia. Kill it with fire.
To pull minute organisms into the mouth. Thousands of barnacles.
David, I had nothing to do with this. I disavow these Silent Hill monstrosity flesh lip bullshit.
Alright, we've found the crustacean that is too evil for the Vile family.
It's all the holes mushed together. I don't like it. I don't have that phobia, but I don't like how they... in your face.
The Malacostraca.
Lionel Atwill as Dr. Malacostraca.
They include a few landforms that live in damp places, such as truck gardens.
Truck gardens? That's where you grow trucks.
Where Dr. Malacostraca grew his robot-controlled truck.
The familiar sow bug.
Timon and Pumbaa's buffet.
Decayed vegetation is its chief food.
Are these like pill bugs, where you poke them and they roll into a ball? Because that was entertainment in the 90s.
Not to be confused with Pillsbury Doughboys who you poke and they go woohoo.
Poisons must then be used to destroy them.
And destroy your food.
Oh,
look at the little baby.
Include the crabs and shrimp.
Oh, look at the little baby. Hi. Get out of here! Get out of here, you ugly bastard! Ew!
Thus called decapods.
More like decapods.
Many lobsters
Cause
are caught for food
stupid.
in countries around the world. That few live long enough to attain full size.
They should be caught and then kicked.
Grow as long as 2 feet and weigh over 30 pounds. Lobster meat is one of the tastiest seafoods.
No, it's not. That's just an opinion.
I didn't realize we were getting this guy's Yelp reviews.
Many crabs are edible too, such as the blue crab of our Atlantic coast.
It has depression. Stop calling it blue.
The hermit crab lives in borrowed shells, which it trades for larger sizes as it grows.
So it's more like a couch surfing crab than a hermit.
I hate you. The guy in the back. Hey, get out of here. Hey. Hey.
Is he hailing a cab?
Hey.
Which they wave about in an amusing manner.
Like a claw? Like I amuse you?
The crayfish, or crawfish.
Crawfish or crayfish?
Let's call the whole thing off.
And streams. We have transferred this colorful species from its muddy habitat to a clear water setup.
Yeah, it's so much clearer.
The crayfish has 2 distinct body regions. A jointed abdominal region, or tail end.
Isn't that the position Taylor Swift's boyfriend plays?
Or head end.
What are you looking at, loser? Yeah, that's what I thought.
That's telling the stock footage, Agatha.
Its tail often serves as a paddle for a quick getaway.
Beep, beep, beep.
The crayfish is much like the lobster, only smaller.
Well, yeah.
Its entire body is covered by a hard exoskeleton.
Yeah, just tell us what's different.
Its long antennae.
What is with this guy's pronunciation of words? I don't like it.
Learned phonics from the cast of Hee Haw.
Zoom.
Mounted at the end of a movable stalk.
Zoom.
Consists of
Zoom in more. Ah, too much!
The eyes are especially adapted to detect moving
Well, it's
objects.
lidless, but not quite wreathed in flame.
I see you.
Beneath the protecting exoskeleton are the gill chambers.
Hi, I'm Gil Chambers, attorney at law.
Oxygen. Some of the gills are attached to certain appendages which assist in the breathing process.
Oh, see, that's what Cherry's made of.
Oh,
The fluffy stuff on the inside.
right.
And that's her teeth.
Powerful claws help the crayfish defend itself and are also used in attack.
Michigan versus Ohio State.
Occasions, crayfish
Common
attack
fights I
one
see
another.
every day.
In such encounters, serious injuries are often inflicted. The claws can cut and crush almost any body part.
Almost.
Except the tenacious uvula.
Has suffered a badly wounded leg.
Been there.
A serious injury for most animals.
Yeah, but he can still dance better than the cast of Luck of the Irish.
Now he says leg, and he tears his arm off.
Sever the wounded leg voluntarily between certain segments, leaving only a stump.
The Mr. Potato Head strategy.
Autonomy stops the bleeding automatically. After several months of gradual development, wonderfully, a new leg of full size will finally replace the injured one.
Is it a leg or is it an arm or a claw?
I already don't trust this guy with
Amazing,
words.
too, is the life cycle of the crayfish. After the mating season, the female lays eggs which are fastened to
Hey,
her
David, you want some boba tea?
by
Not right now.
secretes. The egg cluster so resembles a blackberry.
Not a Palm Pilot?
Females with eggs are said to be in berry.
Who says
Female
that?
moves her swimmerette appendages back and forth in the water to aerate the eggs.
Boy, I'm glad I'm watching this after Boysenberry Fest is over.
Another species, in berry.
I wish this was being narrated by Matt Berry.
Right?
The eggs develop and hatch. The young crayfish cling to the mother's swimmerette
Mom,
for a few days
Mom,
after hatching.
Mom,
As
Mom,
their
she's
bodies
pushing
grow,
me.
the hard
Mom, he's touching
exoskeleton
me.
cannot expand.
Mom,
So
Mom, I want to go to McDonald's.
and replace
Mom,
a new and larger
Mom!
one.
Mom, I'm gonna throw up.
Molting occurs about 7 times the first year and once or twice a year thereafter.
It's harder to get so ticked off that you're molting as you age.
Soft-shelled, but refers only to the softness of the shell immediately following the shedding of the exoskeleton, since the shells of malacostricans include the hardest shells of all crustaceans.
So what we're learning is that
Now watch the
all
crayfish
names
make a
are
final flip
inaccurate.
out of its old
I
skeleton.
don't think any of my relatives were in charge of the naming, because we would have done something much cooler.
Well, can't your crab experimentation involve experimenting better names?
No, we can't change the names. It's a little too late. It's not like Blizzard Entertainment.
The crayfish eats both vegetable and animal matter, dead or alive.
So an omnivore?
And on a steel horse it
Sometimes used
rides.
to capture and tear the food, but the smaller appendages are used to hold the pieces of food which are torn up by the jaws and swallowed. A group of teeth in the stomach.
Oh, it has
called the
teeth in its
gastric
stomach
mill,
too?
grind the
Just like
food into
Cherry.
fine particles.
Is that what the movie Teeth was about?
Yes, we see. It's eating.
Feels rude to still be watching.
Yeah, see, look, that one's
While
shy.
crayfish cause considerable damage at times by eating cultivated crops or by destroying lawns and levees with their burrows, the damage is small.
You could do better, crawfish!
Tons of crayfish.
Oh no, they didn't do good enough!
Without the crustacean,
Escape from Walt Disney would have had a more boring podcast.
these
Ah, stop with the flesh lips!
are fascinating to man.
Hey, OG Mario Brothers.
Oh,
The delight of many tasty seafood dishes.
So this was all about how we can selfishly take from this subphylum?
look how cool these animals are. You can eat them. Oh, the music is back.
And it just kind of runs out of movie, I guess.
We don't know what else to talk about. Here's some bugs and you can eat them. And now, nightmare fuel.
Well, Agatha, did you learn anything?
Of course not. I already knew this stuff. How dare you? There was barely any crabs in this film. I feel ripped off. I want my money back.
Ah, crustaceans. Where would we be without them and the many purveyors of their experiments? Of course, I would like to thank my dear frenemy, Agatha Vile, mad scientist extraordinaire, for joining me on this riff. I'm sure my payback will be swift and merciless. I would also like to thank my patrons, not only for their continued financial support, but also for helping out with the early brainstorming of this riff on some Patreon live streams. If you would like to join the next live stream, even a $1 pledge gets you access. And at $2, you can see early looks at scripted videos, as well as all sorts of bonus videos. And at $3, you can hear the podcast I do with my wife at home with the Dogganses. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm off to go bunker down and hide from Agatha's inevitable revenge. So until next time, this is Dave, signing off. Don't wait up for me.